Hello, my name is Gong. Today I'm going to talk about the game theory. First, I'm gonna talk about the definition of game. It is just everything we do in life is a game in the game theory sense. At home, at school, everywhere we go, and just about everything we do, we are playing games. Knowing about game theory can help you to improve your experience in those situations, not just to win but to improve your relationships and have a happier life. About the research purpose, it is how putting others first can help everyone by the game theory. About the prisoner's dilemma, a mathematician and early game theorist Albert Tucker came up with the story of prisoner dilemma in 1950 to show an unexpected lesson of game theory that sometimes doing what is best for ourselves individually can make everyone worse off. Here is the story of prisoner dilemma. The police have arrested two criminals, prisoner 1 and prisoner 2, on charges that carry a prison term of up to 5 years, but the police strongly suspect that the criminals also committed a worse crime, armed robbery, which carries a prison term of up to 20 years. The police interrogator places the prisoners in separate cells and tells each prisoner, "It is time for you to confess to the robbery. How long you stay in prison depends on who confesses. If you only confess, I will let you walk free today. Otherwise, you will spend 5 years behind the bars if neither of you confesses, and 10 years if both confess, or 20 years if you are the only one not to confess." And what should we expect the prisoners to do? Here is the figure. It shows how long prisoner 1 will spend in jail depending on who confesses. Notice that no matter what prisoner 2 does, prisoner 1 is better off confessing himself. Of course, this logic also applies to prisoner 2. Game theory therefore predicts that both prisoners will confess and both spend 10 years in jail, a lose-lose outcome, since they could have both spent only 5 years in jail if they had both stayed quiet. Okay, what about the prisoner's dilemma in real life? You will probably never be interrogated by the police, but many situations that we face in life are essentially the same as the prisoner dilemma from game theory point of view. To make this point as clearly as possible, it is helpful to define what I mean by prisoner's dilemma more precisely. That way we can more easily identify when a real-world situation is a prisoner dilemma, even when no prisoners are involved. About the power of promise. Suppose that prisoner 2 make this promise and prisoner 1 believe it. So prisoner's 1 choice is then between 10 years in jail, if both confess, or 5 years in jail if neither confesses, and he will choose not to confess. And the another figure is that the prisoner promise allow the players to escape the prisoner dilemma. This figure shows the game theory of the prisoner dilemma when one player moves first and the last mover is able to commit to the prisoner's promise. Everything shown in red is for prisoner 1, while everything in black is for prisoner 2. This game proceeds from left to right. The choice that each player makes at each decision node is shown with a thick arrow, while the choice they do not make is shown with a thin line. The predicted outcome is that neither confesses and both serve 5 years in jail. Thank you for listening.